Communication is a very essential part in our life, but if you know just little small logical tricks when communicating with people, that's gonna change the whole dimension of how true, satisfying, and great relationships look like. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you these tricks to sharpen your communication skills.
We gon' live, we gon' fight, off the cliff, take a dive, swing and miss, feel alive, get back up, we gon' thrive, never stop, living life, take it off.
Number 1. Seek to understand over to be understood. A lot of times we talk just to be heard. When you're talking to people, just notice you're just talking, waiting for your turn to speak. And a lot of times we're trying to be understood, right? Like we're trying to just convince our ideas. We're not hearing other people's opinions. Like we don't even want to hear that. And to understand people, you gotta put yourself in that person's shoe. You gotta view life from that person's perspective. That way you're gonna understand them. That way you're gonna have that empathy. To feel what they're feeling, to really know who that person is, to really know what they're going through. Because a lot of people are going through a lot of hardship, and we don't understand that. We just see the surface level of people's life, just the screen, and then we judge people. But if you put yourself in that person's shoe, you're gonna understand that person. And understanding is the biggest thing that you can give to other people. When you give the other person attention, when you're listening to them, when you're engaging, while you're talking to them, and you put yourself in that person's shoe to understand them, man, they're gonna feel really good. They're gonna be like, you know what? This person is really good. Because they notice. They know that you're listening to them. They know that you're putting yourself in their shoe and you're understanding them. They feel like that you are their best friend. So when you're arguing with people, when you are trying to convince your ideas, just know that to win doesn't mean to be superior than other people, but to make them feel superior, to make them feel like they're the one. And how do you do that? By understanding them, by giving them attention. Just agree to disagree, and that way they're gonna feel good and they're gonna choose you over anyone else. Trick number 2. Focus on them when you're giving compliments. It's really easy for us to say, that jacket of yours is really good. Is that your car? Wow, it is really beautiful. Wow, what a great watch. How much you bought it? But you see, all the time when you're doing this, you're complimenting the object, not the person. So always, I want you to use you. Instead of just saying, the jacket looks cool, the watch looks cool, like your car is beautiful, just focus on them. You know what? You look good in that jacket. This watch looks good on you. When you're giving compliments and you're focusing on them, they're gonna feel good. So always focus on them, not the object. Number 3, answer questions in a charming way. Instead of answering questions in just one word, use humor, use your charisma, use your body language to show passion. Tell them some story. Don't just answer questions like just one word, yes or no. So when you're answering questions in a charming way, I want you to do something. Just don't answer a question right away. Making it interesting, you know what I'm saying? Just add a little bit of spice to your answer. Say the opposite of what you're trying to say. For example, people say, how are you? You can answer it simply by saying, I'm fine. But you can also instead say, you know what, I'm feeling exhausted right now. Like yesterday, I had a math test and it was really just ridiculous. I don't know if I even passed the test. You get it. Just say it in a playful way, alright? Just don't make it really too serious because they're gonna feel sorry for you. So just add a little bit of humor, add a little bit of charisma. Make it interesting when you're answering questions. Trick number 4. Care. You know what? You cannot just say what you think or whatever you are feeling when you're talking to people. Remember that I said in the first, be empathic, understand to be understood. So when you're talking to every single person, just try to put yourself in that person's shoe and care. Alright? When you're about to say something, just ask yourself, did that person feel bad after I say this? If they're gonna feel bad, just don't say it. The goal is to make them feel good, to make them feel superior. So always care, don't be ignorant. Number 5. Focus on giving. A lot of times when we are talking to people, we focus on taking, right? We focus on what am I gonna get from this person? What am I gonna get from talking to this person, from being friends with this person? But a lot of times this type of relationships just fail. Because that person knows at some point, you're just there to take, and at some point, there's no more to be taken. So always focus on giving. Think what you can give to that person. Think what you can provide to that person. Think how you can help that person, how you can provide value. You get a lot by giving. I'm telling you, when you shift your focus from taking to giving, from wanting something from other people to trying to help you in them, your relationships with people are gonna get so much better because people understand that, people feel that. When you are with them trying to help them, they're gonna appreciate that. So always focus on giving. Alright guys, so these are the 5 little logical tricks when you're talking to people, conversation tricks or communication tricks. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful and knowledgeable. I really appreciate you watching it. Thanks for watching. Ciao.